I've gone through the basic setting in another video. I'm just going to move on to the other options in the admin menu. The first one in the admin menu here is the pay types. So I'll just create a new one here. The pay type is a record that's stored in TimeTrust itself. It is the bridge between TimeTrust's built-in pay types or pay groups and the business system's pay items. So I'll just give a name here, say test. You can say, oh, I might even just put in normal time here, for example. Normal time might have a pay multiplier of just 1. This is more of a reference, but you can put in something like if it's overtime, you do 2 maybe. If it's time and a half, you do 1.5. You can have the default start and end times. So if you're a business that requires a user to work normal time from 9 to 5 or 8:30 to 5 or something like that, this is where you go put in the default lunch time. This can be tweaked further down the track. It's just a bit of a, if you want to have a default start and end time, you can add it in there. You've got an option here to include in roles. So if you'd want this to be more of a reference and not be built into the actual interpretation of the system, you would have that unticked. But most of the time you're going to want to tick that. That just puts it straight into the roles, which I'll show in a moment, and generally that's what you would want to do. You also have a default option. We're going to have that unticked. That is if you had an option there on a timesheet line to overwrite the pay type and you wanted to have a default pay type for that drop down, that is where you tick that option. But in this case, I'm not going to tick that. So the linking between this pay type and Vision and Visipay is down here. So you can see here for Vision, I've got the items here, so I can choose from normal, pay and a half, or double time. And if I had the same, I can do the same thing with Visipay. I don't have any earnings codes here at the moment, but this is the link between this pay item in TimeTrust and, for example, normal time in Vision.